Have you ever wondered how much time children spend on social media today? More importantly, how it impacts their mental health. Social media ने बच्चों के interactions और lifestyle को बदल दिया है. But is it all positive? Studies suggest otherwise. Namaste and welcome everyone to another episode of Beyond the Pill where health meets conversation. I am your host Dr. Chetna, and in today's episode we are tackling a topic which is close to every parent's heart. That is impact of social media on children's mental health. Joining us today is Dr. Prashant Chaudhary, a renowned neuropsychiatrist with over 11 years of experience practicing in Mumbai. He specializes in treating conditions like nicotine addiction, memory improvements, and psychotherapy for couples. He will share his valuable insights on how digital life is affecting our younger generation and what steps can we take to safeguard their mental well-being. Hello, Dr. Prashant. Welcome to Beyond the Pill. So good to have you with us today.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure.
So first tell me that what kind of patients do you see in your routine?
I am into a general psychiatry practice. So I see patients literally from as young as 1 year old kids to a 95-year-old man as well.
Okay.
So my practice is basically about most things related in the general psychiatry.
Alright, so I'm very interested to know कि ये जो 1 to 15 years of age group है, like you call them children वाला age
Right,
group है.
right.
So ये cases किस तरह के होते हैं?
These cases, these children who come to us, they have different set of challenges. Now there won't be diagnosis like depression or anxiety like or schizophrenia that we give to an adult for that matter based on the symptoms and based on different factors that we assess. Now in children the symptoms are more like a cluster
Okay.
because this is a developing brain.
Correct.
So you will not see problems like depression, but I can give you some examples. So we had one of my patients was a 4-year-old patient, and it was when I was working at Sion Hospital. She was admitted to pediatric ward with about 30 to 40 episodes of vomiting in a day, and they did everything. So gastro reference was done, they did endoscopy, they did all the tests. They couldn't find anything, no cause for the same, but she was still not able to eat and having 30 to 40 episodes of vomiting in a day. Eventually a psychiatric reference was sought, where we went and we spoke to the child, we spoke to the parents as well, and what we realized was it was a very specific condition which is mostly seen in children. It's called cyclic vomiting syndrome. That is an old terminology.
Okay.
Now it's like how their depression is expressed in the form of vomiting.
Physical
Now
form.
this child had a speech delay and she was not able to express what she was feeling, and there were a lot of tussles at home, so she was expressing it through this refusal of food. And that's a very peculiar symptom. Now you can't think of taking a child to a psychiatrist
Yeah,
if he or
yeah.
she is having 40 episodes of vomiting in a day.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to say was that children has a very different set of problems in psychiatry. We have to not only in adult psychiatry but in specifically in child psychiatry, we have to look for a multidisciplinary approach. Like if a child is admitted for any particular condition, I believe that maybe a psychiatric reference or a psychological reference should be sought to understand what the child is going through.
I think this is very important. But you know what is nowadays going on कि children especially इतने impact हुए हैं because of the social media. So do you see cases जहाँ पे these children are going through such mental health conditions due to negative effect of social media?
No, 100%. Now, it's a thing that is with changing circumstances. Now, our world is also changing. You see many cases, especially after COVID. What happened after COVID?
Yeah.
COVID was that they were at home and the school was from home.
School, home,
they were
tuition,
studying
home.
on laptop
Yeah,
and
everything
this.
home, yeah.
So many people lost the ability to read with the books, and so many children started having problems going back to school. हम लोग देखते हैं ना कि बच्चों को हमेशा शुरुआत में स्कूल जाने में रोते हैं,
Correct.
थोड़ा रोएंगे,
हाँ,
चिल्लाएंगे, फिर जाके
हाँ,
छोड़ना पड़ेगा,
हाँ.
फिर थोड़ा और कुछ मना करेंगे, लेके आना पड़ेगा, और धीरे धीरे करके वो स्कूल जाना चालू करते हैं. After COVID, I have seen many cases of school phobia. Now that's again one of the diagnoses. it's just a term given for that symptom actually. So school phobia meaning they will avoid school. I even right now, like I am seeing these three kids which is the very different set of symptoms. So this one child was refusing to go to school because he was telling the parents that he sees a shadow on the stairs. Now, parents were terrified. They took him to
Yeah,
of course
yeah,
they
yeah.
take him to
Baba and all.
temple, Baba and all, and still it wasn't going. Eventually one of the babas in temple said that कि ये भूत हमसे नहीं निकल रहा है, इसको आप डॉक्टर के पास लेके जाओ. फिर वो आई मेरे पास, तो मैंने उससे बात किया, एंड व्हेन आई स्पोक विथ हर, दैट्स व्हेन आई रियलाइज दैट दिस इज जस्ट अ मैनिफेस्टेशन ऑफ हर फियर. सो children, they have their own inner world, right?
Correct.
They are busy in their solitary play, they're looking around, they're working in their environment. So sometimes in that play they my own niece, so she uses Jenga, and she keeps those Jenga sticks like this, and she plays it like cricket. So ye bowler hai, ye batsman hai, and this is a ball, and he's playing. So what I'm saying is that children make their own
Own
world.
world, yeah.
So sometimes to understand that world, we have to talk to them. We have to understand what it is exactly, and we can't just say right away कि उसको स्टेयर्स पे शैडो दिख रहा है मतलब भूत है, ऐसा भी नहीं. स्टेयर्स पे शैडो दिख रहा है इसका मतलब ये स्किजोफ्रेनिया है, ऐसा भी नहीं है. It can just be plain and simple anxiety about going to school, which is she is expressing in the form of there is a shadow on the stairs,
Acha.
and I can't go there. And slowly and steadily we have to address it. So what the question that you asked is, if we have to, when we speak to children now, we realize that in their play we will find many answers.
In their play.
We can find many answers, what they're playing, what drawings they're making. So there are some tests that can be administered as well. Like, we show them some pictures and ask them to make some stories, and those stories sometimes reveal what is going on inside them.
Lovely.
And then we can treat it.
Yeah, but then nowadays, why are they engaging so much in social media? And I think it's becoming an addiction.
Indeed, yeah, for that matter, the most common form of addiction is the sugar addiction.
Yeah,
All of us have that, right? We can't live without sugar. We don't realize that we're addicted to sugar.
That's true.
Right? So addiction, in a sense, is a term, like which is not in the bottle of alcohol, not in a stick of a cigarette, and it is definitely not on those screens. It is here in your brain. So you are right. Why is social media so addictive, or mobile phone so addictive? So early in the childhood, when the children are refusing to feed, मस्ती करेंगे, रोएंगे, चिल्लाएंगे, easiest thing that parents do,
correct.
स्क्रीन सामने रख दो और वो चलता रहेगा गाना, और वो गाना चलते चलते वो खाते रहेंगे. Now that's the first introduction of that screen, where we are associating with the feed, which is the most important thing for life. Now then that becomes a problem. Also, secondly, parents would tell children that अरे मोबाइल फोन यूज नहीं करना है, इसको बाजू में रखो,
But they'll
अच्छा नहीं
use,
रहता है,
खुद use कर.
while themselves texting on the mobile phones as well. So जैसा करना है वैसा ही हमें बताना है. वो तो देख के ही सीखेंगे, है ना, बच्चे तो देख के ही सीखते हैं. आप अगर ऐसा करोगे तो वो आप जाने के बाद कुछ ना कुछ करके वो फोन निकाल के they are going to look at that
They're
screen.
very smart.
Very smart. And I would say screen is not a problem at all. Screen is a part of our life now. All of us, we have उनका बच्चों का व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप रहता है, उसके ऊपर मैसेजेस आते हैं, तो कैसे हम लोग मोबाइल फोन को बंद कर देंगे ना.
Correct, हाँ.
Point. And even for that matter, like in addiction, alcohol or cigarette is not a problem, or screen is not a problem is the brain. So we have to give the brain tasks in a manner that it will not get hooked on to these very addictive things. Screen is very and highly addictive because you don't have to pay attention, it grabs your attention. When you are reading in a book, if you look, you are moving your eyes like this, right, until the last line.
Yes,
On the screen is moving and the eyes are steady, right?
Yeah.
So they won't want to make the efforts of reading through and moving those eyes if they are accustomed to just scrolling.
This is so logical, yeah. So, are there some like some common types of mental health conditions जो आजकल children में ज़्यादा देखा गया है because of excessive use of social media?
I would say that these problems of attention deficit hyperactivity disorder
ADHD.
that they
Yeah,
say
yeah.
ADHD, right? Now, it has been there since we were cave dwelling people, like, when we were living in the caves. Attention deficit meaning what? Your attention is scattered across the environment and you are paying attention to literally most stimuli in your surrounding. While I'm talking right now, if I am looking at the door, I'm looking at my phone, or I'm looking at my watch or something, that means my attention is scattered everywhere. So that scattered attention was actually a favorable factor for survival, because as a cave dweller you need to be aware of the threats coming from everywhere, right? So that's why that trait passed on generations after generations in humans even today, for that matter. But now that we are living in the four walls, we really don't need scattered attention, we need focused attention. But that trait has been passed on from generation to generation,
But
we can't help
it's
it.
seen more in kids only, no?
No, that's it is seen across the ages. The oldest person that I've seen with ADHD was 65-year-old man. He came to me with complaints of, and you won't, you will have to listen, hear it to believe it. He said, everyone told me that I'll be doing great things in my life, but I did not do any. I used to go get bored very easily. I used to be very angry. I have given advices to many people. They have achieved a lot, earned a lot of money, and I'm still here. Tell me what is wrong with me, doc. And I told him that you have ADHD. And he said that's not possible. ADHD is in kids. I can't have ADHD. I told him, in this particular case, I told him, you just have to do this one thing. Trust me, you take this medicine that I'm giving you and come back and meet me in next 20, 30 days. He came back and he told me, why didn't you meet me 30 years before?
So maybe when he was a kid, तभी ये detect नहीं
So
हुआ था.
that's the thing. So
Yeah.
that untreated ADHD is what leads to many problems later in adulthood. Untreated ADHD, you can't focus on attention, you can't achieve anything in life. Well, you are likely to also go towards the addictions as well.
Okay.
Untreated ADHD can lead to anxiety. Untreated ADHD can lead to different illnesses. What I'm saying is that this childhood untreated ADHD is at the root of many psychiatric problems later on.
But then social media के वजह से इसका ज़्यादा रेट बढ़ रहा है ADHD का in children.
They are social media के कारण they are getting diagnosed earlier.
Okay.
Now that you have,
So you're saying that it's a positive thing?
it's a, no, I'm not saying it's a positive thing or negative thing. I'm just saying that because we have social media now, these people get diagnosed earlier, because those people with ADHD, those traits in their brain, you will see that they are expressed earlier. You'll find it in a kid as well, right? So if he's not able to pay attention, most schools have this mechanism in place where teachers can find out if particular child is different or he's having any trouble in studying or something like that, and then they also write a letter asking the child to seek help.
So if I go to a pediatric and I tell the pediatric कि इसको ऐसे attention deficit का I think उसको problem है. So pediatric will first question is बहुत TV देखता होगा या बहुत मोबाइल यूज़ करता होगा. So that's what I'm asking. It is it developed because of the excessive mobile usage or TV या फिर it was already there?
It was already there and it is getting diagnosed because we have mobile phones and TV, is what I'm saying. So it is not because of mobile phones and TVs that ADHD is developing. ADHD has been there, like I told you, since the time we were cave dwellers.
So in such kids, how can we help them?
In those kids, what we have to do is we have to diagnose it. So attention deficit hyperactivity disorder is just a description of the disease condition, कि उसमें अटेंशन का डेफिसिट है और हाइपर एक्टिविटी है ना. हमें पता करना है कि एग्जैक्टली उसमें प्रॉब्लम क्या है. मतलब अभी इफ द किड इज हैविंग हाइपर एक्टिविटी, देयर आर मेनी सिम्टम्स. इन किड्स हाइपर एक्टिविटी इज वेरी एपरेंट. दे विल बी, यू कैंट मिस अ child with ADHD. It will be a chaos everywhere for that matter. I have had one of my patients was a 5-year-old girl, and her ADHD was so severe, you won't believe that her mother had to literally tie her to work. And both parents couldn't travel to any of the relatives' place for last 2.5 years or so since she started walking, because her ADHD was extremely severe. If you ever come to my clinic and see her now, you will find she's just moving about. She's just driven by motor. ये उठाओ वो उठाओ इधर से लेके जाओ. And in that they are not even aware of the injuries that they may sustain. Sometimes they hit their head or do something happens and they're not aware. They're just moving about, just driven by motor. And these kind of those ADHDs are very severe. For that, of course, you have to start with the appropriate medicines as well, and then occupational therapy can take over. But eventually, for ADHD, we have to provide some outlet for that excessive motor activity. We have to provide some outlet for that wavering attention as well. And if we can provide a right canvas now, then it can be managed, and maybe it can be also used more productively.
So in such kids, TV and mobile is a no, big no, right?
Definitely, rationing is more important.
Okay.
So understand that, and you have to do that as a family. It's like वो होता है ना कि घर में किसी एक को डायबिटीज है तो सब लोग कम शक्कर की चाय पीते हैं. जस्ट बिकॉज वो आदमी को उसको नहीं लगना चाहिए कि यार मुझे शक्कर नहीं मिल रहा है, घर में उसको डायबिटीज है, तो लोग उसके सामने मिठाई नहीं खाएंगे, क्योंकि आप उसके सामने खाओगे तो इट विल बी डिफिकल्ट फॉर हिम टू कंट्रोल इट, राइट. इन द सिमिलर मैनर, अगर ऐसा कुछ है तो वी हैव टू स्पेंड मोर टाइम विद द किड. वी हैव टू provide some outlet for their frustration in that sense. One example that comes to my head is this guy who I met on the train when I was traveling back to my hometown. So he said he recently moved to Bombay, and previously he was at some place in Karjat. So he said we had a angan there and everything, and the kid was very unhappy when she came to Bombay. He said कि अरे उसको ऐसा लगता था कि पापा कहाँ लेके आ गए अब मुझे, यहाँ पे कोई है नहीं, ये बिल्डिंग है और कहाँ किसके साथ मैं खेलूंगी, एंड उसको बिल्कुल भी अच्छा नहीं लग रहा था. सो व्हाट फादर डिड वाज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. व्हाट ही डिड वाज उसने वहाँ पे पेड़ थे उनके कॉम्प्लेक्स में, सो वहाँ से कुछ मट्टी उठाया, और वो इट वॉज अबाउट 1 month टू गणपति, एंड वो मट्टी उठा के वो घर पे लेके आए, और उन्होंने वो बच्चे को बोला कि अभी आपने क्या करना है, इसको और इससे हमें गणपति बनाना है. आप जब भी स्कूल से आओगे ना तो हम लोग बैठेंगे, आप अपना काम चालू करना, मैं ऑफिस से आऊँगा, देन आई विल हेल्प यू विथ इट, कलर क्या क्या चाहिए मुझे बताना, मैं सब लेके आता हूँ. तो बच्चे ने फिर अभी गणपति बनाना है तो चक्का तो कुछ ऐसा नहीं है, तो घर पे जो डब्बा होता है उसको उल्टा किया, उसके ऊपर एक थोड़ा सा ऐसा एक प्लेट रखा और उसके ऊपर गणपति बनाना स्टार्ट किया, और वो गणपति बनाते 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 1 महीना लगभग बीत गया. शी यूज्ड टू बी वेरी एक्साइटेड घर पे आने के लिए, कह रहे मुझे अभी घर पे जाके मेरे गणपति पे काम करना है, मुझे ऐसा कलर लेना है, पापा ये लेकर आओ, पापा वो लेकर आओ. एंड शी मेड दैट गणपति. आई हैव दैट वीडियो, आई विल शेयर दैट विथ यू लेटर. सो शी मेड दैट गणपति, एंड आफ्टर दैट उन्होंने वो गणपति को स्थापना किया घर पे. तो जो सोसाइटी में जो लोग आ रहे थे ना, उनको उन्होंने बताया कि ये मेरी बेटी ने बनाया है.
How old was she?
She was 7 years old.
Okay.
So तो सोसाइटी के लोगों ने क्या सवाल पूछा कि इसको कौन से पॉटरी क्लास में डाला है.
Wow.
Now that is the problem that we need to
So
address.
here I feel the parents needs to be creative.
Correct.
They need to have that kind of mindset,
Yes.
So also आजकल when I am reading these newspapers, I see lot of kids, they are having issues with self-esteem because of using social media like Instagram and all. जहाँ पे they see that everything is pretty, everything is good. So why is it like that?
Too much exposure in that sense. See, never before in human history did any human had the ability to to talk to 1 billion people right away. We are living in that era, fortunately or unfortunately. It is I would say we have to take it always, we have to take it positively. It is it's like the same sentence from Spider-Man that we have been hearing for ages, that with great power comes great responsibility.
Yes.
Now that's a great power. You can post anything on social media and in a minute you can go viral as well. In a minute there will be people who will be talking a lot of things about you, good and bad, everything. So we have to maybe from the early age let our kids know about that this is the world that we are living in.
Yes.
Of course, not like, frightening them. Tell them that, oh, there's something known as social media. So then they will ask you questions. Okay, what is social media? Then you have to be able to answer those questions as well, as much as you can. I think most important thing here would be answering the questions of our kids. If that is the only thing that we can do now, then we will be doing
So rather
better.
than restricting them or
Correct.
just completely not letting them use it, you need to make them aware कि this is how it is and this much is the limit
Right.
that you can go about.
Right.
Okay, so but also ये सब में ये हो रहा है कि initially kids used to go down, play, make friends and make bonds.
Right.
But then because of increased exposure online and then उसके वजह से उन लोगों का जो social life है completely अफेक्टेड है.
करेक्ट.
एंड आई फील दैट ये सब रीजंस की वजह से दे हैव लॉट ऑफ दे हैव डेवलप दिस थिंग कि सामने वाले की लाइफ है, सामने वाला बच्चा इज लीडिंग अ बेटर लाइफ देन मी, दैट लाइक दे फील दैट कि आई डोंट हैव अ गुड लाइफ, राइट? सो इन सच केसेस हाउ कैन पेरेंट्स हेल्प देयर किड्स?
For that, now I'll give you two examples for this. Number one is that previously it was like we had to invent our games.
Creativity, yes.
There's a movie called Tendla. I don't know if you've seen it, which just came last year, I think, last 1.5 years back. Tendla, with Sachin Tendulkar, and a small town where people were obsessed with Sachin Tendulkar. And in that, they've shown how they used to play cricket basically. सो 3 लकड़ियाँ गाड़ दो आप ज़मीन में, या फिर अगर स्टंप नहीं है तो साइकिल का चक्के को स्टंप बना लो, है ना. बैट नहीं है तो एक थोड़ा सा जाड़ा वाला पट्टी लो और उससे खेलो. फिर उसके ऊपर लोग MRF लिख देते थे क्योंकि सचिन का बैट पे MRF लिखा था, उनको लगा सचिन MRF का बैट होना चाहिए मेरे पास. सो एंड दैट इन्वेंशन वॉज देयर इन द गेम्स. राइट नाउ तुमको क्रिकेट खेलना टर्फ है. तुमको क्रिकेट खेलना है, बॉलिंग करने के लिए कोई नहीं, बॉलिंग मशीन है. इफ यू वांट टू प्ले क्रिकेट एट होम, देयर इज अ वर्चुअल रियलिटी, that VR Oculus device that has that option of playing cricket in a virtual world. So you don't have to invent anything now. Everything is available ready-made for you. So there is a good part to it and there is a bad part to it. The good part to it is that you can take the next step. Like, so say Newton came up with the idea that apples are going to fall on the ground. You don't need to look at apple falling on the ground. You have to look at apples going out in the orbit around the earth now. So you can take the next step. And second is, okay, you have the equation now, so you may become very lazy. I don't want to do anything now. Apples are falling, let them fall.
Let me just see.
Let me just see them falling. Oh, this is so good. So we have to be able to answer, like I said, answer their questions, and then that would be the better thing going ahead. If we can just answer the questions of the kids.
Okay, so now I also want to know how can parents create a balanced relationship between their children and social media. This is very important. I want you to tell me this.
Definitely. Again, social media is everywhere now.
That's what, because it's everywhere, so you just need to learn to live with it.
Yes, we have to learn to live with it. There's no two ways about it. It is going to be there because it has also made our lives easier. We cannot take it away from the fact that we have phones now. We can really contact anyone at any time, which is the advantage to have. So we just have to teach them from the early age, maybe simple things, nothing fancy. Screen hygiene practices. Well, 2 hours before you are going to bed, you should turn off, keep your mobiles by side and not look at it. But then there are many challenges in that. Some of the parents may be working at night.
Yes.
So child may ask the question, why are you looking at the phone? So then rather than being angry at the child, तुम जाओ अपना काम करो, उसको हमें बताना पड़ेगा कि मैं क्यों देख रहा हूँ, क्योंकि ये मेरा काम है और अगर काम रहेगा मुझे तो उसके ऊपर मुझे करना पड़ेगा. फिर then the child will ask you follow-up questions again and again, and those follow-up questions sometimes get very annoying. And you are right. So then what you do is, ये लो तुम्हारा टैबलेट, तुम अपना वीडियो देखो, मैं अपना काम करता हूँ. Most important problem is we don't have time these days. I think rather than time, I think we do not have attention span to really hold it to a kid's question and answer those questions for them. If there is something that we can do here is to develop that attention span, and kids are actually the key to changing the world. If we can just pay attention to them. I know one example about this is when I was working as a medical officer after my MBBS. When you complete MBBS, you have to work in a rural area as a medical officer.
Correct, yeah.
It was an area of about 80,000 population in Kolhapur district, and there was a very small village. वहाँ पे दिन में 2 बार बस आती थी सिर्फ. तो वहाँ पे मेरा काम था नेशनल हेल्थ प्रोग्राम्स को आपका एप्लीकेशन करना, इम्यूनाइजेशन चेक करना, कहीं पे मच्छरों का ब्रीडिंग हो रहा है क्या, डेंगू आउटब्रेक है क्या, और हाथ वगैरह धोते हैं कि नहीं, सिंपल थिंग्स, विलेज पीपल. सो व्हाट आई डिड इज आई वेंट टू स्कूल्स. आई टोल्ड द PHC पीपल दैट लेट मी गो टू द स्कूल. और स्कूल में जाके मैंने बच्चों को बोला कि आपके घर के आजू बाजू में कहीं पे चक्का वक्का है, उसमें पानी जमा है क्या, कहीं पे पानी जमा है क्या जहाँ पे मच्छर ब्रीड हो सकते हैं, ऐसी जगहों को ढूंढ के निकालो. and you won't believe we could curb down the impact of the dengue epidemic that year because every kid was coming and letting our health workers know कि यहाँ पे है वहाँ पे है इधर जाओ तो and they were working on it then.
They're the best task completers.
Best task completers, you're very right. And that execution is what is the problem now with social media because there is no execution, no.
हाँ.
You are just passive,
Yes, yes,
paying attention to that, and you are not executing any tasks. While execution was ingrained in our lives before, we can't go back to that life. We can't go back to writing postcards and waiting for 10 days to get the reply. We will have blue ticks. We have to live with it.
That's correct. So but this social media के वजह से काफ़ी ऐसे बच्चे हैं जिनको ऑलरेडी एनजाइटी या डिप्रेशन या लोनलीनेस
Right.
आई फील इसकी भी प्रॉब्लम्स है. सो हैव यू सीन एनी सच केसेस एंड हाउ डू यू हेल्प देम?
Most definitely, there are kids who come up with these problems that I'm missing out on something because like you asked the question that when kids say that कि ये बच्चे को ये भी मिल रहा है. So one interesting example was another one of my patients who said that कि sir, we are earning fine. We can put our kid in say very hi-fi school or something, but problem is we can't take them to vacation for Spain. And when their peers, other students
Yeah.
will come and tell them कि अरे हम तो स्पेन गए थे, तुम कहाँ गए थे वेकेशन के लिए?
Yeah.
So then he says then that becomes a problem. So he said while choosing the school as well, we have to take that into account. कि although we can do that for our children, should we really do that or should we really do it somewhere in the middle where the kid will be balanced as well for that matter? Or you should be ready to answer their questions. Why are we not going to Spain?
Yeah.
Another one very interesting example which I found I couldn't believe it. This parent told me that one of the kids in their school had a birthday and their parents decided to throw a party. This is very hi-fi school. Their parents decided to throw a party at home. घर ही घर पे बुला लेंगे उनको और घर पे बुला के उनको खाना देंगे. तो all the mothers decided together कि who throws party at home and they did not go to the birthday.
Ooh,
Now,
so bad.
now that becomes a problem as well. So then these are the tricky grounds that we have to somehow traverse and also help our kid understand that sometimes, many a times in life, there is going to be rejection as well. How to handle that rejection is also something that we need to teach them. So first year of life, unconditional, all forgiving, all loving mother. Anything the child does, it's completely okay. After 1 year, when they start to walk, they also need to learn that they may fall.
Yeah.
They have to get up again. If they run and they fall, you don't slap them. You hold their finger, run with them, fall with them. That's your first, second, and third year. After that, when they're in preschool, that's when they're shouting answers. They are not waiting for turn. So when they're shouting answers, encourage them to develop that initiative.
Oh,
When they go to school, that's where industry versus inferiority comes into play.
Yeah.
How am I better than everyone else? How are my grades better than everyone else?
Yeah.
Then help them achieve their industriousness. That's the job of the teachers and the parents together. Once they move ahead from that phase, there is identity versus role confusion. Who am I and what am I going to become? Up to from 12 to 18 or something like that. And once that is over, then there is the phase of intimacy versus isolation. Basically, you'll be forming different relationships. The relationships will be broken, some will stay for your life, and either you develop intimacy, you feel loved, or you become isolated. Then the next phase comes where you are working. So, generativity versus stagnation. Am I generating something of value or am I just stagnant in life? That is where midlife crisis comes into play.
yeah.
And when the generativity is over, then comes the final phase of integrity or
Content.
content, or you will feel lost, or you'll be a grumpy old man just cursing at everything. So all those phases are actually very well delineated in Erik Erikson's psychosocial stages. Everyone should read about it. It is very important for child rearing. I can't overstate the significance of Erik Erikson's psychosocial stages in child rearing specifically.
Okay.
Very good tool for anyone.
So, talking about this peer pressure, तो इसमें आई डोंट थिंक किड्स कम टू नो कि वो पीयर प्रेशर के वजह से मेंटली अफेक्ट हो रहे हैं, राइट? तो ऐसे में हाउ कैन पेरेंट्स कम टू नो कि ऑल दिस द चाइल्ड इज गोइंग थ्रू अ बैड मेंटल हेल्थ?
दैट बिकम्स अ चैलेंज फॉर मेनी पेरेंट्स आई हैव सीन कि वो जब when they are coming under peer pressure, क्योंकि एक वक्त आता है हर बच्चे की लाइफ में जब उसको घर वाले दुश्मन लगते हैं और सब बाहर के दोस्त मेरे
सही
अच्छे
है,
हैं,
सही है।
और ये होना ही होना है
और ये सोशल मीडिया की वजह से ज़्यादा है।
बिकॉज देन दे सी इट ना कि अगर ये लोग ये कर रहे हैं और इनको तो कोई मना नहीं कर रहा है,
हाँ, मुझे क्यों कर रहे हैं,
मुझे क्यों
right?
मना कर रहे हैं,
करेक्ट।
फिर ये गलत थोड़ी है जब अगर इनके पेरेंट्स उनको करने दे रहे हैं और ये पोस्ट कर रहे हैं तो फिर हमको क्यों मना कर रहे हैं, ये सवाल आता है। और वो टाइम पे थोड़ा वो सेंसिटिव हो जाता है बिकॉज बच्चे सुनते नहीं है फिर वहाँ पे
करेक्ट।
उनको ऐसा लगता है कि नहीं मतलब आप बिकॉज दैट्स फॉर आइडेंटिटी वर्सेस रोल कन्फ्यूजन
यस।
that Eric Erickson stage is like they are forming their own identity. They're like अरे मैं तो अब तक ऐसा लगता था कि मैं कहीं गर्दी में उनके साथ जाऊंगा ना तो गुम जाऊंगा, अभी गुमने का डर निकल गया है।
Yeah.
मैं तो खुद एक आई एम अ सेपरेट इंडिविजुअल,
Yeah.
सो हाउ कैन यू कंट्रोल माई लाइफ एज वेल, that question comes very often. So in that's a very sensitive stage. We have to understand them. वी हैव टू आपण म्हणतो ना त्यांच्या कलेनं घ्यावं, वी हैव टू टेक इट अकॉर्डिंग टू देम थोड़ा, मतलब बेसिकली वी हैव टू से कि अगर वो बोलता है कि मैं रात को मैं 10 बजे घर पे आऊँगा, तो डोंट से कि 10 बजे क्यों घर पे आना है, 10 बजे क्यों घर पे आने का टाइम है क्या,
करेक्ट।
आस्क देम आपको क्या करना है, आप कहाँ जा रहे हो, व्हाट डू यू वांट टू डू,
ओके।
हम लोग इसको कब बाद में कर सकते हैं क्या, यू आस्क देम क्वेश्चंस, सो यू गिव देम एन एजेंसी टू आंसर. Make them feel like an adult
Okay.
during that time. Actually, it is very important to talk to children and like an adult. Like whenever a child comes, घर पे कोई रिलेटिव आते हैं तो हमेशा मैं भी यही करता हूँ, कभी सब जो मेरे पेशेंट्स आते हैं उनके कभी बच्चे साथ में आते हैं तो मैं बच्चों को हमेशा पहले इंट्रोड्यूस करता हूँ, अरे हेलो हाउ आर यू, व्हाट्स योर नेम, माय नेम इज डॉक्टर प्रशांत, व्हाट्स योर नेम, क्या करना है अभी, क्या करते हो. So you have to give them attention like an adult. So when you give them attention like an adult now, then they are more likely to listen to you. So that's one thing that every parent should know कि उनको उस टाइम पे बच्चे की तरह ट्रीट नहीं करना है क्योंकि वो अपना आइडेंटिटी बना रहे हैं.
राइट।
उस टाइम पे अगर उनको बच्चों की तरह ट्रीट करोगे तो वो जल्दी बड़े बन जाएंगे.
दैट्स ट्रू। दैट्स व्हाई आई थिंक दे रिबेल।
Yeah, they rebel. Yes.
So is there any specific age group जहाँ पे these kids are more vulnerable to the negative effects of social media?
Vulnerability in each age group is determined genetically in that sense also.
Okay.
So maybe the kids who are more vulnerable would be the 12 to 18 group. So the adolescence phase, while the puberty is also setting in and their roles are also getting defined. So hormones are also shaping their brain. With puberty, the hormones are bringing about many changes in the body as well. They are coping up with those changes as well. One of my patients that I've just seen 2-3 days back, she started menstruating about 4 months back, and since last 2 months जब भी वो स्कूल जाती है तो कंप्लेंट है कि उसका पेट में दर्द कर रहा है और बहुत ज़्यादा पेट में दर्द कर रहा है, इतना दर्द कर रहा है कि उसको घर पे ही आना है डायरेक्टली, और खाना खाती है तो भी तुरंत उल्टी हो जाती है. सो दिस इज द कंप्लेंट दैट शी इज गेटिंग बिकॉज शी इज एसोसिएटिंग दैट menstrual cramp properly with the abdominal pain throughout other days as well, and she is acting on that same pain.
Other days when she's not menstruating,
Even when she's not
doing the same.
menstruating, she's having the same thing, the pain. She handles herself well. She is she's very intelligent that way. She knows how to take care of herself. But she says, मुझे पेट में दर्द हो रहा है वो menstrual cramps की वजह से. So I'm saying the hormones, they shape your brain because it poses different challenges for you. When your body is changing, you want to understand it better.
Okay.
So that's the point when parents need to talk to children as well.
Huh.
Another one of my case, this was a boy who started having, this is OCD. So in OCD there can be sometimes very violent.
OCD is obsessive
compulsive disorder.
Okay.
So in obsessive compulsive disorder there can be different symptoms. So one of the kids that I've seen, he or she, I won't want to reveal his gender as well. So I'm just using he, a gender neutral he here. So he started having sexual thoughts about his parents when he was in 8th standard. And he was very worried. How can I even have this kind of thoughts? And he did not tell anyone until 10th standard.
Okay.
But in 10th standard, when it became too overwhelming, he spoke to his parents. And his parents very thankfully were supportive. They brought him to me. We've treated him. He got better, cleared his 10th standard with 94% and doing very well now. The point that I'm trying to make here is that in these age group, if there is no line of communication
Yes,
between the
yes,
child and a parent,
yes.
he might not have told them about these thoughts
Correct.
until it would have been very late.
Correct,
By
हाँ.
that time, it would have been very much his brain would have been shaped by those thoughts and that
Yeah,
anxiety as
yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah.
OCD is OCD. He doesn't want to have those thoughts, but he can't help but have those thoughts.
Yes,
There are various
correct.
kinds of thoughts that people may have in OCD. Sometimes the sexual thoughts, sometimes bad religious thoughts as well. And you feel distressed that how can I have these thoughts?
Right.
Because you don't know, you don't
Yeah,
have
how
any
to
way to
control
understand.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in this cases, how can parents open conversation with their kids कि जैसे आजकल साइबर बुलिंग बहुत होती है,
Right, correct.
तो ऐसे केसेस में पेरेंट्स को जाके बोलना या बताना, इवन किड्स आर स्कैर्ड कि हाउ कैन आई गो एंड अप्रोच अबाउट इट. सो प्लीज़ फॉर आवर व्यूअर्स जस्ट टेल अस कि पेरेंट्स कैसे अपने बच्चों के पास जाके कंफर्टेबली बात कर सकते हैं.
Correct. So now, parents are someone who are staying with children, right? Now, when you go to the doctor, you go and tell your complaints. मुझे ये हो रहा है, मुझे ऐसा हो रहा है, मुझे ये प्रॉब्लम है ना. हम लोग हमारे कंप्लेंट्स बताते हैं. नाउ पेरेंट्स को बच्चे आके सिर्फ कंप्लेंट्स नहीं बताएंगे. हमने पहले से एक ऐसा रखना चाहिए कि स्कूल से आने के बाद हम उनसे थोड़ा देर बात करें. आज क्या क्या हुआ, सुबह कैसे गए, फिर उसके बाद कहाँ गए थे, फिर ऐसा दोपहर को किससे बात किया फिर आज स्कूल में, और कैसा लगा आपको, कौन सा सब्जेक्ट में अच्छा लग रहा है, what are teachers doing, what is the next project. When you have this normal benign conversations with them day in and day out, they will automatically feel more comfortable to talk to you about anything, outward, anything, something which is not normal happening to them. Otherwise, you've seen so many people with the childhood sexual traumas as well. They open up about those traumas at 45 or 50. I have seen patients who come to me and talk to me about कि मेरे साथ ऐसा हुआ था बचपन में, पर मैं ज़िंदगी में किसी को नहीं बताया, आपको बता रहा हूँ. कि बताऊँगा कैसे, जब हुआ तब तो समझ में नहीं आया कि क्या हो रहा था, और क्या हो रहा था जब पता ही नहीं है, गलत है तो बताओ किसको. जब पता चला गलत है तो शर्म आ रही थी, और जब प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है तो अब मुझे उसके बारे में बताना पड़ रहा है. तो because there's no communication, if you're not talking to your children, then they won't talk to you. So you have to maintain that line of communication. Talk to them like an adult, like I said. अच्छा क्या किया फिर आज, कैसे किया, और उनको अपने बारे में भी बताओ. मैं ऑफिस गया था, मैं आज क्लिनिक में गया था, फिर ऐसे ऐसे हुआ. ऑफ कोर्स यू कैन टेल एवरीथिंग, सिलेक्टिव थिंग्स कि सर ये सब प्रॉब्लम हुआ, क्या हुआ ना, आज मैंने थोड़ा सा कुछ प्रॉब्लम कर दिया, गड़बड़ कर दिया, तो मेरे बॉस ने मुझे डांटा. अच्छा आपके बॉस भी आपको डांटते हैं क्या? हाँ, जैसे आपके टीचर आपको डांटते हैं ना, क्योंकि बाद में काम करते समय वो एक सुपरविजन होता है. सो मेक देम रेडी फॉर द लाइफ इन दैट सेंस बाय talking about yourself to them as well, and that will allow them to talk to you.
Correct. But then just now you told me कि जो भी आपके वो पेशेंट एट द एज ऑफ 50 आके आपको बताया. नाउ देर आर किड्स जो ऑलरेडी ये सब फेस कर चुके हैं, एंड आई डोंट थिंक द पेरेंट्स आर दैट ओपन कि वो जाके बात कर पाए ना. बट देन हाउ टू हेल्प दिस किड्स?
That becomes a very tricky part again, because we used to see many cases at Sion Hospital of say children having undergone sexual abuse, and they were brought to us. And always there is always a psychiatric examination and evaluation is undertaken to identify if there is any depression, anxiety, or anything associated with that, or if there is any intellectual disability because of which maybe the child is susceptible to such sexual traumas as well. So उसको आइडेंटिफाई करने में जब हम लोग बात करते थे उनसे, वो बच्चों से जिनके साथ ऐसा हुआ है, becomes very and the parents are also sometimes not cooperative. हमको नहीं बात करना है इसके बारे में.
हाँ वही.
हाँ, आप क्यों बच्चे से बात कर रहे हो, बात करोगे तो उसके दिमाग में और ज़्यादा चलेगा ना. पर ऐसा नहीं होता है अनलेस यू टॉक अबाउट इट ना, अदरवाइज वो अंदर ही अंदर रहता है, और बच्चों को भी ऐसा लगता है कि अरे ये चीज़ के बारे में बताना नहीं चाहिए, इसका मतलब है कि इसको छुपा के रखना चाहिए. तो आई कैन टॉक टू एनी वन अबाउट इट. But that open communication is important, and sometimes parents are very resistant because they consider the problem is we consider sexual advances as very it's another one form of a trauma,
yeah.
and it carries with you. But don't you think that this trauma should also be dealt as naturally as the physical trauma, like फ्रैक्चर होता है तो डॉक्टर के पास जाके हम लोग लगाते हैं ना,
Correct.
प्लास्टर लगाते हैं, प्लास्टर के बाद फिजियोथेरेपी करते हैं,
जी।
उसी तरीके से ये ट्रॉमा को भी तो दिखाना चाहिए ना। अगर इसको, क्योंकि ये जो फ्रैक्चर है ना, ये बाहर दिखेगा नहीं, ये कोई एक्सरे में दिखने वाला नहीं है। ये फ्रैक्चर को ठीक करने के लिए उससे बात करना पड़ेगा, वो पाथवेज को फिर से बनाना पड़ेगा। वी हैव टू गिव दैट चाइल्ड द ट्रस्ट कि दुनिया में सब लोग ऐसे नहीं होंगे, पर कुछ लोग ऐसे हो सकते हैं, इन चीज़ों का ध्यान रखना है। Maybe if we look at that thing like an accident and treat it as naturally,
Yeah.
we may be able to do something more about it.
I feel the parents need to know this.
Definitely.
ऑल्सो एक चीज़ है मेरे दिमाग में कि अगर कोई बच्चा आके कंपैरिजन चालू कर रहा है नाउ बिकॉज ऑफ द सोशल मीडिया और बिकॉज ऑफ द स्कूल और वेर एवर, सो हाउ डू वी हेल्प देम कि यू नो मतलब वी कांट जस्ट टेल देम कि नो वी कैन नॉट अफोर्ड दिस या दिस इज़ नॉट द वे, बट देन उसको कैसे प्यार से समझाएं कि यू नो यू शुड नॉट think this way and just be happy or grateful for whatever you have.
Right. Give them options.
Options.
As in, if they ask you for something and you can't give it, then you give them other options. As in, simple things. Say, if there is a Jain family and the kid is coming to them and asking them कि मुझे चिकन बिरयानी खाना है। अब बच्चा है, पूछ सकता है मैं क्यों नहीं खा सकता वगैरह, तो उसको ऑप्शन दो कि आपको चिकन बिरयानी नहीं तो नहीं, पर तुमको ये और ये दोनों में से क्या चूज़ करना है।
Okay.
When you give them options, it's like giving them power to choose.
Choose, yeah.
More often than not, they are, they agree to it.
Okay.
So remember to always give them options in that scenarios. So basically अगर स्पेन में वेकेशन नहीं जा सकते तो लोनावला जाना है या कर्जत जाना है। कर्जत में स्विमिंग पूल है।
I can get you the same feeling. So now that we know कि social media is something जिसको हम completely avoid नहीं कर सकते या you just cannot take it out from your kid's life. So but then how can families और parents ensure कि ये सब चीज़ों से बच्चों के sleep pattern या studies या even their social interactions are not affected?
Right. So of course it's a part of our life, but we can use it. I think one example that I can give you is that there we have virtual reality now, right? Now virtual reality is something that can cut you off from the real world, right?
Yeah.
And there's something called as augmented reality. You've heard of AR. Augmented reality is something wherein you are actually in the environment itself, and yet you are including some components from the virtual reality into the environment.
Okay.
As in, if you are playing a game, then you are just positioning that game on your table and you are able to play that. So you are aware of your surrounding as well, and at the same time you are playing as well. So I think going forward, how we have to look at is, like I said, कि न्यूटन ने बताया कि एप्पल गिर रहे हैं, अभी हमको देखना है कि एप्पल्स ऊपर उछाल के कितना स्पीड से फेंकेंगे तो वो धरती का चक्कर लगा के आएगा। सो हमें वी हैव टू कम अप विथ न्यू वेज on how to use this social medias more effectively for our children, because we have to, like I said, we have to use it more wisely. This is a great power that is in our hands. Use it with greater responsibility.
That's correct. That's a beautiful message. Also कि I want to address some lines on kids with autism. So what exactly is autism and what are the characteristics of it, and can social media worsen the characteristics in them?
Okay, autism is I'll explain it in this way. So when a child is small, the child is doing everything. So अगर मैं उसके हाथ में कुछ भी देता हूँ, बच्चे के हाथ में अगर मैं ये पेन देता हूँ, समझो for example, okay, now a child doesn't know what to do with the pen, right? So child will take this pen, will open it, probably do some scribbling, and then probably also do it on his hand and laugh about it, do that, try to break it, remove it, put it in his mouth.
He'll try to explore.
Touch. He'll try to explore. That's what I wanted to get at. So that exploration are the different pathways in your brain. So basically ये पेन को कैसे यूज़ करना है, इसके समझ लो 100 पाथवे है ब्रेन में, कि इसको इसको मुंह में डालना है, इसको स्किन को टच करना है, इसको ऐसे रखना है, इसको ऐसे ओपन करना है, इसको ऐसे लिखना है. There are 100 pathways in your brain. Now, as they grow older, the pathways where you have to put the pen in mouth is receding. वो
Okay.
निकल जा रहा है pathway. और the pathways where you have to do this वो भी निकल जा रहा है.
हाँ.
और धीरे धीरे ये grip ऐसा था, ये ऐसा हो रहा है. Okay.
They're trying to
They're
understand.
trying to learn it properly. We're getting more finer and finer. So we call it pruning. ब्रेन में सब तरह के कनेक्शंस होते हैं. ये पेन के साथ हर चीज़ करने के कनेक्शंस है ब्रेन में. अननेसेसरी कनेक्शंस निकल गए, सिर्फ ऐसे पकड़ के लिखने का कनेक्शन बच गया. ऑटिज्म इज द प्रॉब्लम इन दैट प्रूनिंग. जब वो प्रूनिंग नहीं होता है,
Filter.
वो प्रूनिंग कभी नहीं होता है. सो दे आर ऑलरेडी दे हैव मोर पाथवेज इन देयर ब्रेन अबाउट यूजिंग अ पर्टिकुलर थिंग. सो 100 ways to use pen are still there in their brain and they're still using it that way. So they are not fine tuning basically. Autism is that absence of or that loss of that fine tuning, and that becomes a problem in life, because then you can't perform goal directed actions like writing, because you don't lose the pathways to use the pen in other ways. You haven't arrived on the pathway to use the pen to write it. And that's the problem with autism. It's a loss of its inability of the brain to prune. और pruning मतलब वो मार्वल वाला pruning भी नहीं, बट जो pathways है ना वो रिसीड हो जाने चाहिए. उसके बाद भी ऐसा नहीं कि वो pathways चले जाते. अगर हम लोग ऐसे बैठे हैं और मैं कुछ सोच रहा हूँ, तो कभी कभी I'll do this ना,
Yeah.
because I'm not writing it. So that pathway is still in the brain, but you're not using it as often. But a child with autism will have these repetitive activities. They'll keep on doing, they'll keep on looking at the light, they'll only repeat just one thing again and again and again and again, because they don't know how to fine tune that particular action as well, because their brain is not undergoing pruning.
Yeah.
That's the problem with autism. So it has a different set of challenges.
But then all these symptoms or all these characteristics, ये सब तो एक बच्चे में normally लगता है, right?
Correct.
So how will you understand कि autism है?
As the child, so if the pruning is not happening as the child is growing old, you understand that in autism you realize that these pathways are not pruning. So child is not paying attention, not responding to you calling out to the child, just busy in his own world. Screaming, crying, just doing one thing again and again. If he looks at something, one task is just tapping again and again. He'll just keep on doing that. As the children grow older, if these actions don't turn into meaningful goal-directed activities, then that's the sign of some autistic traits. These children also has underlying ADHD as well along with that.
Okay.
Sometimes a child with autism, if treated for the attention deficit, can slowly, I have had patients who have responded to the verbal cues then. I have had patients who started saying mama, baba as well, when you just treat their attention deficit problem.
How do you do that?
You treat that with, of course, medicines and occupational therapy that you have to give. But in children with autism, the attention deficit is very severe as well. So you have to use the medicines and in very early age group in order to make sure that those pathways, if are not pruning, at least are more goal directed. If their attention is focused, that will help them to do the activities which are more goal directed than just this repetitive meaningless activities.
Okay. So there's this whole movie on it, no? Tare Zameen Par.
Tare Zameen Par, yeah. Yeah, that's a conglomeration of many things, right? So it's a learning disability. Tare Zameen Par is more about learning disability than about, say, autism or ADHD as well.
Okay.
So Tare Zameen Par is a specific learning disability problem. So when the children have writing difficulty, some children have reading difficulty, some children have difficulty in verbal expression of the words. There are some children who are answering very fine in Vivas, but while writing answers, they are very slow. They can't write it. It's a writing problem. That's a different brain function. So writing is a different part of your brain expressing that information in a written form, and that requires a different skill set.
I think after COVID, these kids have lost the ability to write exam papers as well.
That has happened because ultimately it is about practice. मतलब बचपन से बेदुनी चार बेतरिक साहा बेचौकाट करते जाएंगे तो जाके बड़े होके हम लोग दिमाग में कैलकुलेशंस कर पाएंगे एंड वी डोंट हैव टू रिलाई ऑन द टेबल्स, राइट? बट वो बीच में वो बंद ही हो गया. स्कूल्स वर शट एंड एवरीथिंग
Yeah,
वाज
yeah.
नॉट वर्क. We have gone through a phase which is very which maybe in 100 years they'll look back on it like the plague epidemic as well, right?
Yeah, correct. So I know schools जहाँ पे kids are actually given iPads for like as exams. They appear their exams on the iPads. So how good is that?
Are there schools who just give only iPads for the exam? There's also writing exams as well. There may be some exams on the iPads, definitely. On some of the schools, some projects may be on just iPads for that matter. But I think they must also have some, written examination as well. Are you aware of any schools who have?
I would not like to mention.
If that
I
is
would
the
not like to name it.
then I don't know how to help them.
Now parents need to also understand कि because of increased exposure on this media platform, especially in teenagers, there must be some signs and symptoms, no? जो दिखते होंगे, early signs and symptoms जो बच्चों में दिखते हैं. So what could be those signs कि जिससे parents could just draw a line कि बस अभी we need to do something about it.
So when you see that there is, you have to look at it 3 factors: biological, psychological, and social. So we call it biopsychosocial model. Now, biologically, what is happening? खाना बराबर खा रहा है, बरोबर टाइम पे वो मतलब पॉटी को जा रहा है. If it's a very young child, whether the child has started to bedwet again, something like that, right? Or if it's a old child, it's an older child for that matter. So खाना बरोबर खा रहा है कि नहीं, पेट साफ हो रहा है कि नहीं, उसका तबीयत वेट कम हो रहा है क्या. These are biological factors that the parents can look at, and there is a list of it as well, right? In social factors, I'll go for the social factors first. बाहर जाना कम कर दिया है क्या? पहले कोई उसका दोस्त था जो घर पे आता था, अभी नहीं आ रहा है क्या? मतलब कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स है क्या? पर्टिकुलर कोई बोल रहा है कि मुझे ये टीचर के ये ट्यूशन में जाना ही नहीं है, या फिर मुझे करना ही नहीं है, जो सब्जेक्ट उसको बहुत पसंद था पहले. ऐसे कुछ सोशल चेंजेस आए हैं क्या? इज़ ही और शी मोर ऑकवर्ड इन द सोशल इंटरेक्शन, जो पहले बहुत अच्छे से बात करता था. साइकोलॉजिकली स्पीकिंग, सी हाउ इज़ देयर फ्रस्ट्रेशन टॉलरेंस. मतलब भूख लगी तो थोड़ा देर खाना आने तक वेट कर सकता है क्या? टीवी पे अगर न्यूज़ चल रहा है तो उसका फेवरेट प्रोग्राम देखने के लिए अगर वो बोल रहा है तो फिर उसके बाद टैंट्रम्स थ्रो कर रहा है क्या? सो लुक एट लैक ऑफ फ्रस्ट्रेशन टॉलरेंस इन साइकोलॉजिकल फैक्टर्स. इन बायोलॉजिकल फैक्टर्स देयर इज अ लिस्ट, एंड इन सोशल फैक्टर्स. सो दीज आर सम key signs that parents can look at. If they have this tenet, bio, psycho, social, if they make a list of these factors now, they will be able to identify if the kid needs help.
Are there any strategies to overcome this?
There are strategies to overcome this, but that would be specific to the problem that is being presented. Sometimes the problems are very complex, so there's no one-stop solution for all these problems. Maybe most important thing, again, we are coming back to it again and again, is very important to have the open channel of communication.
Yeah, that's correct. So now we'll do a section which is myths versus facts segment, where I'll be making few statements and you just have to tell me whether it's a myth or a fact. All right? So first one is, children below the age of 13 can safely use social media platform if their profile is private.
Myth. There's no privacy in social media. It has to be monitored.
Okay. Next one is, social media is the leading cause of depression and anxiety.
Myth. Because depression and anxiety has been there since time immemorial. We are just seeing it more because of social media. You can say that it may be a trigger.
Okay. Reducing screen time will automatically improve child's mental health.
It's a myth, because screen time is essential. We are living in the world of screens, so we have to ration it.
All right. Cyberbullying is the only major mental health risk associated with social media for children.
Myth. Because social media can also express many other illnesses. There is something known as, can I answer it a little?
Yeah.
Psychosis unmasked by gaming. So people kids who were playing PUBG, and they were playing it for continuously, literally, सुना रहेगा.
Yeah.
So, मतलब 20-20 घंटा, 18-18 घंटा, और किसी ने कुछ बोला तो गुस्सा कर देते थे.
Yeah.
Those were psychosis unmasked by gaming. क्योंकि वो गेमिंग के वर्ल्ड में they can be very violent and do anything. So the inherent genetic traits of psychosis were unmasked, and they were getting very aggressive. Those kids were treated by us. Many of those kids were treated by us like an addiction, for that matter.
Parents don't need to worry about social media if the child seems happy and well adjusted offline.
Myth. Because you need to talk to the child. Even if he just seems happy, you have to talk.
Correct. Children more likely to develop social media anxiety if they don't have social media presence.
Myth. The anxiety is a inborn is a natural trait. Basically 10 लोग बारिश में भीगने जाएंगे तो दोनों को ही सर्दी खांसी होता है, 8 को नहीं होता है. That's not because of बारिश.
Correct. Social media platforms have effective safety features that protect children from harmful content.
True, but parents need to monitor it. They have effective safety features, but they can also be easily overcome as well.
Right. Children are more affected by the quantity of time spent on social media rather than the content they consume.
Correct? Yes, because they are not really absorbing anything. They are just passing time.
Yeah. So it's safe to give kids phone with the blue light filter on.
Myth. It's a pseudo-scientific claim that blue light filtering can help you with your attention or with your sleep, because a common campfire has lots of spectrum of lights, including blue, ultraviolet, infrared, and everything, and that has been comforting for humans from ages. So it's a myth. One optometry company was actually fined for their blue light filtering lens in 2016.
It's all scam.
It's a scam.
So lastly, a very sensitive topic that I would like to touch, and also I want you to give a message to our viewers that आजकल ये जो gaming का addiction है, how bad is it and how is it impacting children's mental health?
Again, it's a very important question, because this gaming is everywhere. Like you've seen PUBG. That there was an outbreak of PUBG actually.
Yeah.
And so many kids while playing it were so engrossed in that environment. कोई उनको कुछ छेड़े, खाना भी खाने के लिए खिलाने के लिए कोई घर वाले आते थे तो उनके ऊपर भी चिल्ला देते थे, चीज़ें फेंक देते थे. So we came up with this thing, like, at KEM hospital psychiatry department, they came up with this thing. They presented few cases in one of Bombay Psychiatric Society's meeting, where they said that the psychosis unmasked by gaming. And they've treated those cases. I have seen so many cases of the similar phenomena कि दिन रात सिर्फ गेम खेलता रहता है, खाता नहीं, पीता नहीं, कुछ भी नहीं करता है, और सिर्फ गेम खेलता है, कुछ भी बोलो तो गुस्सा करता है.
They don't sleep for hours at night.
Correct. And that's because actually this trait of psychosis is a genetic trait, right? A trait of anxiety is a genetic trait. It will only be expressed when it is subjected to the suitable environment, that kind of environment which can trigger it, right?
Okay.
So these kids, the kids who have these attention deficit traits, who have these genetic, vulnerabilities, are very susceptible to develop actually frank psychosis, which can be triggered by this gaming as well, because they are so ultra real and the environment is so vivid that it is very easy to get lost in that. So one thing that I would like to tell you is Inception देखा है किसी ने? So Inception में
किया देखने का.
हाँ. Inception में वो बोलता है, वो ड्रीम वर्ल्ड क्रिएट करता है, तो वो बोलता है कि इसमें ना असल जिंदगी की चीज़ों को मत लेकर आओ. मतलब मैं समझो कहीं पे बैठा था एक स्पॉट पे मन्नत के सामने, तो मैंने ड्रीम में मन्नत बना के उसके सामने बीच नहीं बनाना है. मैंने सिर्फ डिटेल्स लेने हैं कि एक बीच है, एक बंगलो है. अगर मैं मन्नत और बीच बना दूंगा तो बहुत इजी हो जाएगा मुझे खोने के लिए उस दुनिया में,
right.
और मैं कभी बाहर ही नहीं आ पाऊंगा. इज व्हाट दे सेड इन इंसेप्शन. It's the same thing. When you make games real and ultra real, day by day, it is very easy to get lost in it. कि reality का कुछ मतलब वो reality का कुछ सेंस ही नहीं रहेगा. हम लोग उसी में खो जाएंगे. And especially vulnerable individuals. Same principle. 10 लोग बारिश में जाते हैं, सबको सर्दी खांसी नहीं होता है, 2 को ही होता है.
Yes.
वो दोनों को ही घर पे आके बाल पोंछने की जरूरत है.
तो जो एक्चुअली जिनको ये जेनेटिक ट्रेट्स नहीं है, they would not get into this.
They either once they won't not get into that, and two, if they get into
They'll
that,
get
they
bored.
won't have problem with it.
Okay.
But if those have genetic traits, and genetics is like 3-4 generation family history, which most people in India we are not aware of. We only know 2 generations maximum beyond us, right? Beyond that, we don't know who had what problems.
So what is the disorder associated with it?
The disorder, anything in psychiatry, either there can be anxiety there can be depression, there can be
loneliness.
Psychosis, frank psychosis. You may be, I have seen a patient who was just, responding to those stimuli like he was playing the game. Even when he was out of it. like इधर से मार उधर से आ रहा है वो कर रहा है and he was doing that. So and because he was so lost that he lost touch with his reality. So any disorder in psychiatry depending on your genetic vulnerabilities.
Thank you so much for being there. I didn't feel like ending the session. Seriously.
Thank you so much.
It was so good. Thank you. To all our listeners, आज के ये डिस्कशन के बाद हमें ये समझना चाहिए as parents and caregivers in order to protect our younger generation. Don't forget to subscribe our channel and follow our page on Instagram at Mankind Specialities for more such insightful conversation on various health topics. Until then, stay informed, stay healthy.